This is going to be an extremely different video from everything I've made before. It's more of an extended rant or ramble about leaking culture on the internet in general, but more specifically about the fake leaks that I see floating around sites like Twitter. I didn't really want to make a video calling anybody out, but I feel like something needs to be said at this point. These accounts just propagate fake information and rumors that they make up on the spot, and it's something that if you're a longtime viewer on this channel, you know I'm firmly against. I only ever discuss leaks or rumors if they come from a reputable source. But even sources who were once reliable have decided that it's more profitable to make up rumors and just absurd leaks that they say is true. And people will continue to trust them because they were at one point giving solid information, or they just happen to have hijacked the story from somebody else. The first person I want to talk about is somebody that I've called out a number of times for making up these fake rumors and leaks. If you're on Twitter and you follow any Marvel account, chances are you've seen MyTimetoShineHello. This is an account that has nearly 200,000 followers on Twitter, and they are absolutely the worst example of what I'm talking about. And there are a decent amount of people that are in the know about what this person's intentions are. It's just to make up stories like, oh, this hot actor is being eyed by some studio to play this specific character. It's the most garbage level of engagement bait. So much so that anytime anybody tries to call them out for reporting on a fake story, they get an instant block. Now, this is somebody who has never had a reliable leak or scoop. That is, unless they are reporting on something that was already confirmed. But 80% of their content is the most vapid and shallow attempt at engagement bait. Posting a scene from a Marvel movie and being like, oh, what do you think of this? The same type of posts you would see news outlets like IGN posting, almost to attempt to add some legitimacy to any of the scoops that they release. But that's not the worst part about this account. They heavily promote the option to subscribe to this account where you pay them real money in order to get these fake leaks before anybody else. Now, you may be thinking, yeah, well, only idiots are gonna do that, and it's only $4 a month, but I still see that as a giant problem. This person is promoting themselves as if they are an actual Hollywood insider, and they're just spewing out a bunch of made-up garbage. And when you scroll through their account, they're retweeting other things from gambling apps. Sharing misinformation on a site like Twitter to get picked up by the other news circuits, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure they're running or they're partnered up with them, because the accounts like Marvel Updates or Cosmic Marvel Updates, any of those generic combinations of account names, are always immediately reposting whatever My Time to Shine has to say. And they all have the exact same copy and paste bio. The #1 or best source for news and updates on whatever franchise you're following at that time. And I know, clickbait and just straight up lying in your news story is nothing new to the internet, but trying to pay for people to get information that you know you're making up and promoting services like gambling apps is just so scummy. The next person I want to talk about is somebody who does a lot of the same things as MyTimetoShineHello, promotes gambling services, has a premium subscription for scoops and leaks, but sometimes they post something that does end up being accurate. It seems like there is some legitimacy in some of their scoops, but the ratio is like 1 to 10. He's even been called out by James Gunn before for spreading a fake news story about what the Batman Part 2 will include. This is somebody whose leaks I've covered before when the information did seem reliable. But you will not see any more leaks or scoops or rumors that DanielRPK posted on this channel. This is kind of the main takeaway I want people to have when they watch this video. I want people to be able to trust the things I say on this channel when I talk about leaks or rumors or any kind of information that could be happening. I speculate, I give my thoughts, I theorize, but I never claim what I have to say is completely factual unless there is some kind of information backing it up. Last year is a good example. I knew somebody who was working on Deadpool and Wolverine, and they told me they saw Channing Tatum on set multiple days for that shoot. I asked if I could make a video, they said okay, and the information ended up being true. But when I made the video, I didn't say it was 100% confirmed. It came from a source that I trusted. But that's not how they paint these stories. Now, the last group of people I want to talk about, and kind of the inspiration behind finally making this video, are leakers like Jeff Sneider and Grace Randolph. These were people who were once seen as having very reliable information. Jeff Sneider especially. He is a legitimate entertainment reporter that previously worked for The Wrap and Variety, but it seems like recently whenever he shares some kind of insider information or leaks that he heard through the grapevine is either so far-fetched or immediately proven to be false. The early ones were saying that Sinners was testing really low and was a really bad movie, something he doubled down on when the movie was a box office smash and received critical acclaim. Early previews of Thunderbolts were mixed, and recently that the Fantastic Four First Steps is also getting a mixed test reaction. Whether that last one is true or false so far remains to be seen, but I've seen a lot of other sources on Twitter picking up on the Fantastic Four story. But just a reminder, this is a guy who has been fired from news outlets for making up a variety of stories, leading to him getting called out by the creatives he was reporting on for spreading this fake information. And while we're on the topic of fighting with creators over fake information, let's talk about Grace Randolph. This is somebody who was very prominent on movie and entertainment news YouTube in the late 2000s. She brought a level of high production value and professionalism that other YouTube creators in the same entertainment space didn't really have. She's very well known for her frequent Twitter arguments with people like James Gunn. She was one of the first people to advocate for James Gunn's firing based on tweets he made in the late 2000s, all the way back in 2012. She not only makes up these fake stories though, but when they're proven wrong, she refuses to retract many of them. It just blows my mind that somebody who could have had extremely high credibility would rather just waste it all away with these fake stories, especially with the platform somebody like Grace Randolph or Jeff Sneider have. As I said though, the point I wanted to make with this video is just to kind of reassure people who watch my videos that I'm not going to stoop to this level or cover any of the things that these people say in the future. I try to keep the things I cover straight from the mouth of the creative behind it or from a bigger site like Deadline. And if I ever cover a topic or a scoop or a leak, anything like that, I will never try and frame it as being a confirmed fact or the absolute truth. I don't like making a video where I have to put down anybody else, but I see what they're doing as just being harmful. Their entire goal is just to get money out of your pocket for them to continue to spread fake information. And if you are following or listen to any of these sources, this is your big indicator to maybe just step away, block their accounts, block the accounts that try and spread the information that they create. The overly monetized, and let's call it what it is, fraudulent way that they're managing these accounts is just shameful. Talking about movies and potential leaks and scoops and theories should be fun, and they really take all of the fun away from it. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for sticking around for this rant. I promise that videos like this aren't going to become a regular thing. I would rather talk about the things I enjoy in this fandom rather than the people who make it miserable. But again, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.